Are you a musician looking for a music video or to have a concert filmed? Are you a local business in need of an advert? Are you getting married or have an event you'd like captured forever on film? Shirt and Tie Productions are a video production company who take pride in being able to create a video for anything you could possibly need. So please contact us at 077 09 086 176 or at dmabrooks@aol.com. That's DMABROOKS@AOL.com or via Facebook to discuss your video future. Shirt and Tie Productions, videos of class. In the studio today we have Boundless Brothers. Introduce yourself for us, lads.
Hello, we are Boundless Brothers. I'm Sam and I play acoustic guitar and lead vocal.
I'm Seb and I play bass and backing harmonies.
And I'm Bo, I play drums and also do backing harmonies.
We're kind of like a folky rock pop band. Do quite a lot of different genres.
That's a good description of yourselves. So how did you three come together as a band?
Me and Seb, bass player, are brothers, so we've been playing since we were small-ish. And we met Bo for a mutual friend called Lyndon when we were doing a gig in St. Just Village Hall, and we all played a gig there together. And we met Bo, and Lyndon introduced us. And he said, we've got a really cool drummer called Bo who's, looking for a project. And he was like, you were a pizza chef at the time, weren't you, Bo? And
yeah.
Well, you were loving life, but you thought you'd like a change. And
yeah, yeah, that's true.
You take it from
Yeah, no, I was working as a pizza chef, and it was all really fun. I really got into making food. I love cooking, but then I was always missing the side of music. And when I saw these guys play, I just thought I just have to join. So I joined with them, and it was just such fun. And we've been going together. Well, you've had me in the band for about 4 years, and it's been absolutely amazing. The amount of things we've been doing is just, especially this year, it's been really productive. And yeah.
Okay, so what's special about this year then?
Well, we started recording our own music and working with music video people such as yourself, and trying to really, really push to get our online sound out, because before we were only gigging and kind of working on stuff, but this year we've been so productive. We worked on loads of new material, and next year we're going to shoot for the stars, really. We've got so many songs. We're currently recording one at the moment called Ghost, which is going to be the first track that we play in a sec. And it's just amazing.
Okay. Can we hear Ghost?
You can, yeah.
Of course.
I'm very excited.
Well, I've been sitting in the backseat for too long, with the weight of my heavy soul, with the weight of my heavy soul. And I've been staring at the stitches of my fears, but as soon as I get too near, oh, it seems they're in here. So kickstart, won't you kickstart my heart, kickstart my languid heart. And tell me, you say you saw a ghost standing in the place of me, your shadow wandering through the streets. And tell me, you say you saw a ghost standing in my shirt and tie. You tried but could not catch his eye. Well, I've been caught up in a tide that floods my mind. I've been stranded here all night, and the shallow is hard to find. Tapping at the glass that falls between all the things that I can see and the things that I could be. So kickstart, won't you kickstart my heart, kickstart thoughts, my languid hearts. And tell me, you say you saw a ghost standing in the place of me, your shadow wandering through the streets. And tell me, you say you saw a ghost standing in my shirt and tie. You tried but could not catch his eye. I feel a little out of touch. Oh, I feel it's all too much. I feel I'm starting over. Yeah. So tell me, you say you saw a ghost standing in the place of me, a shadow wandering through the streets. And tell me, you say you saw a ghost standing in my shirt and tie. You tried but could not catch his eye. His eye, his eye, his eye.
Wonderful. It must be really rare to find a band where all three of you can sing really well.
It's
Usually
taken a while
there's
to find this.
Yes,
there's
it
always
is a
usually one
blessing.
out who can't sing.
Yeah.
So what was that song about then?
That was written about a time in my life where, you know, I was feeling a bit down and feeling like, you know, I couldn't write any songs, or I just wasn't, you know, I lost my kind of passion for music in a way, and I just felt like, you know, I wasn't, you know, doing what I really loved, and a lot of people around me were saying like, you know, oh, you can't write songs and stuff like that, and I just felt quite down, and just felt like I'd channel that into, you know, writing a song and kind of showing it, you know, yeah, kind of like a, just kind of like I can do this kind of thing, and just getting back into it, because I hadn't written a song for about 2 months or so, because, you know, I got quite down, but yeah, that was just kind of like my entry back into songwriting, and, you know.
Okay, well, it was very good.
Oh, thank you.
So recording your own music, what does that entail? How do you go about doing that then?
Well, we've saved up for quite a lot of our own equipment. So, like for example, Sam's just recently bought a new mic, and well, this is the thing. We just have to buy, because before we were kind of just making demos, and we're just using really bad like SM58s for everything, which has just sounded awful. If anyone doesn't know what 58 is, it's the standard vocal mic used for live. So we just ended up getting the software that we needed and the mics that we needed, and used our brains for, and just did a lot of YouTubing, and also just really like
How to record vocals.
Yeah, how to record vocals.
For beginners, isn't it?
I had quite a lot of experience from college, and Sam also had quite a lot of experience as well, and we just put our brains together, and Sam hears stuff that I don't hear, and I hear his stuff that he doesn't hear, and just the whole recording side, like the mixing and all that sort of stuff, that's like down to us, and then we got like Seb, who's absolutely amazing, who can do more instruments than both of us.
Anything, pretty much.
So he comes in with the bass, and he comes up with the backing vocals and piano, and we all help each other to create this sound, and it's great. And the good thing is as well, like so many people are doing it now, they're starting to record themselves, and it's so positive. And then when you're at the right level, that we will actually go and find other recording places to record at. But for like when you're kind of not just starting out, but
trying to find our sound, really.
Yeah, because before you want to go to someone and spend lots of money, you got to know what you want to sound like.
Yeah.
And I think that was something that took us a couple of years to get in our heads that,
Trial and error, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know, then it makes the process a lot harder. And we've done recording sessions before where we've walked in, and then they'd be like, "What are we going to record today?" And then we've just been like, "Oh, I don't know." And
just play what we play live.
Yeah, just play what we play live, and it gets very awkward. So it's so different, the studio side compared to the live side. Of your brain has to work so differently, because not only you could just do what you do live, or you could do something and be more experimental. And I think it's so important. And even if you're like a beginner, it's just so good to hear yourself back, to see if you're in time with a click, or if you just sound good in general, if your vocals are good, or your acoustic is good, or whatever. So yeah, I definitely recommend for anyone out there to just record themselves all the time, because it will help you get better and better.
That's fair enough. So you say about you can play any instruments there, but I noticed last time I saw you had a massive double bass. How does how does that play in playing like a modern-ish rock band? Do you get odd looks, or do you get like elated cheers? 'Cause I think it's pretty cool.
For playing the double bass, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, we often go busking out with the double bass, and I will say it does make more money. I used to play with like the acoustic bass, and we'd get like, you know, a very small amount, and then like we'd be like, "So you said the double out today?" I was like, "Yeah, not expecting anything different." And they came away with like almost 3 times as much money. So, we reckon that was the double bass.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Is it hard translating from a standard electric bass to a full-on 4 times the size double bass? Or is it sort of the same fretwork?
To begin with, because like I actually learnt on the double bass, so that was how I learnt bass generally. It was quite a challenge to begin with, because obviously there is no fret markers or anything, so you have to sort of get to a point almost, it's hard to explain, but you sort of after a while get used to visually looking about how much space is left between the head and where you're at to find where your note is. And like you sort of think G is, you know, there's about that much space between the head and that for the G. And then from there you can just sort of work your way out with like, you have between your index finger and your pinky finger as a full stretch is a whole tone. So from like C to D, for example, you have a whole stretch between the index and the pinky. So once you know where the G is, you can kind of get where the A is and where the scale is from there. But you know, it's a lot of case of getting used to, you know, I don't know.
It's a difficult instrument because it's a fretless instrument. So it's unusual because you can be flat and sharp, and you can think you're on the actual note you're supposed to be, but then you're not, and then you listen and you go, oh god, that sounds horrible. Yeah, but it's slightly out. It's not nice. So there is a big skill in it. We don't really use double bass live too much at the moment because we need to get a new pickup. But once we've put enough money for a pickup, we're gonna hopefully take it live a lot more often. And we've got more space. We've just recently purchased a new van because our old one went kaput, unfortunately. Well, we were driving towards. We had a London tour booked, and the turbo had basically gone. We got to 200,000 miles, and literally on 200,001 mile, it decided to pack in, and that was it.
Yeah, that was the mile.
It was gone, the wheel locked, and I had to like fight it, and then it pulled me to the side of the road, and we had to wait, and we spent a whole day on the side of the road waiting to be taken home. And we're still trying to sell the old van now.
Did you go busking on the side of the road?
Oh god, no, that would have been too scary. No.
Unfortunately, we didn't have the double bass.
Yeah, but yeah. So
made any money.
So yeah, with the new space in the van and everything, yeah, we're Seb's also playing a lot of keyboard, and we've got new keyboard songs coming. So
nice.
That is going to be another feature as well. So we'll have double bass and keyboard from next year. And yeah, we just got so many new songs as well. It's just going to be so positive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we hear one of those new songs?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Take it away, guys.
This is one from our new EP called Cause and Effect.
I know we've had our ups and downs, there's no doubt about it. Something caused me to despair, and I'm not falling for it. I'm burning up inside. To me, our love is like a wildfire. So tell it like it is, and don't you hold back. Just say it like you mean. I'll take all you have, because it's all cause and effect, my love. Yes, I was born with a God complex, you know. There's two sides to every say. fire. So tell it like it is, and don't you hold back. Just say it like you mean, or take a little hand, because it's so goes and affects my love. Yes, I was born with a God complex, you know. And now your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting. Your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting. Your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting. Your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting, waiting. Because it's so cause and affects my love. Yes, I was born with a God complex, but no. Oh, and your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting. Your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting. Your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting. Your fire is fading, but if you fall, I'll be here waiting.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
So, what have you got planned for next year in terms of Boundless Brothers?
We've just been booking our festivals up, so we haven't got much for much of a response just yet, because they like to get the big bands first. But
I see.
yeah, so we're trying to book our festivals. We've got a guy called James who's just booked our UK dates, so we're going to be playing up in London and the surrounding area of London next year. So we've started to do that, go further afield, and then we've got our Cornwall, Devon dates, of course, to keep the Cornwall, Devon people happy. And just kind of trying to branch out, get all across the UK, and then hopefully later on we start going like a European tour, and
Nice.
hopefully, fingers crossed.
We're planning to possibly go to. We've got friends and contacts in Spain,
Ooh.
so we're going to hopefully sort something out for next year. I reckon it'd be really good fun, even if it just turns out to be like a little bit of a holiday with a couple gigs thrown in. So that's going to be a possibility as well.
Yeah.
So that's quite exciting.
A tour around Europe is real good fun.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Okay. So, also like being in a band as brothers, like actual blood brothers, not just band. What's that like? Is that
It's very
stressful?
unique. I mean, I love it, but I've never really done anything different band-wise, so I can't really compare it to anything else. But I mean, we just understand each other, and like if we write a song, because we're brothers, we can completely relate instantly to the song, which other people might not be able to do. And like, say if Seb writes a song, like a lot of the time he'll come to me with like he just wrote a song called Saviour, and he'd like had a chorus, and like instantly I knew exactly what he meant, and I could finish off that song, and just really relate to it instantly. And vice versa, if I write a song, he can like, I wrote a song called All Those Stars, and I said, I'm really struggling with the second verse, and he came in and instantly knew how to finish it, because he's my brother and he knows like how I think and feel and stuff. So, there's that instant kind of connection that we've got. But I mean, also Bo is pretty much like a brother, and we're with him 24/7. So I mean, he's exactly the same now, and like we'll come up with an idea, and because we play together all the time, we'll just completely lock in straight away. And it's an experience that we've been looking for like since we started. But Bo was the first person that like has come in and just like instantly knew what we were talking about and locked in straight away for what we wanted to go for. And it's perfect, really.
So do you have any album plans coming off? I know you got a new EP out, but do you have anything after that, or is it all just live stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we've actually started work on a new song called Ghosts, which we played as our first track, and what we're aiming to do at the moment is kind of like release singles and kind of like try and build up to, release singles to build up to a collection of songs, and then once we've kind of like, got enough, we can then think about releasing an album later on next year and just see how the singles go first, because we just got an EP and that's gone really well, but we just really wanted to try and focus, because a lot of people these days like to have, you know, one song at a time or something like that, and so we thought we'll try it out that way. It's like release a couple of singles and then see, you know, if people are liking that, and then hopefully we can build up to an album some point next year, and
Nice.
you know, see how it goes from there. Really.
It's also with our changing of sound as well. I mean, just from our first EP, which was an all bluegrass EP, this was before I even joined. It had more of like a Mumford and Sons meets, you know, like loads of different people like Paul Simon and stuff like that. It had such a folky bluegrassy feel with harmonies, and then this new EP that we've just put out is going towards more the pop rock side, but it's still got the folky elements, because it's all written around harmonies and acoustic guitar, which is like our main sound. And yeah, with all this recording as well, we're working on a even newer sound as well. We're trying to make keyboards more of a thing as well, rather than electric guitar. Because there's only 3 of us, we're trying to make do with what we have between us, which is it's proving hard, of course, because it is only 3 of us, and there's only a certain amount of instruments that each of us can play. But yeah, it's looking very positive, and the new stuff that we're doing is looking very, very good, and it's already sounding like we're already 3/4 away through our new song Ghost in our home studio, and it sounds great, and we're just so excited, aren't we?
Yeah, it's quite funny at the moment as well, because if we feel like we say we want a violin on the track, you know, we'll have to be like, all right, well, one of us better learn violin. You know? So I started learning violin, and like say we really desperately wanted keyboards, so Seb started learning keyboards and vice versa, and Bo has just started playing banjo, because we were like, you know, we really want a little bit of banjo on this track and this track. So it's quite fun, like getting us learning different stuff.
Real
Just
DIY stuff.
Yeah,
necessity.
we really are just like really trying our best, aren't we? To like, oh, what do we need, you know? And
That's nice. I like that.
it's so good. It's such good fun though. At the end of the day, music's just all about like expressing yourself and just having a, you know, we love just writing songs, making people, you know, appreciate their lives and feel happy, and also just express. We're expressing ourselves, so we hope that people can feel it and feel like they can express themselves as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main reason why we do it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Just
make people feel.
Yeah, make people feel. That's I think that's what we care about the most.
Yeah.
Have you got a last one to make us all feel?
Yeah.
Should I do any time?
Can do.
Yeah.
It's quite a tough one.
Yeah. You got this. Come on.
Alright, take it away, guys.
This one's called End of Time.
I have found the combination of every hurtful conversation. Words that knock me back in harmony, but you fill the words with meaning like a heart. You keep me beating, pulsing from my head to my feet. I'd say the stakes and the stones. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, is what they said when I was younger. Made mistakes again and again, but when we're old we'll still be making the same mistakes we've forsaken. But you know I love you till the I'd take the stakes and stones forever in my soul. Seasons come and go. Step on my side, and I won't let you go till the end. On time till the end. On time. My back's against the floor. These streets are paved with gold. I'm stood out in the cold. What are we fighting for? It just goes on and on. Seasons come and go. Step on my side, and I won't let you go till the end. All time till the end. All time.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
So, do you have anything you'd like to plug before we say goodbye?
Yeah, our brand new EP, Cause and Effect, is out now. You can get that on Spotify, on iTunes, Amazon, physical. Yeah, if you come to watch us at a gig, you can get a physical copy, and
Or
we'll
you can
sign that
tackle
for
him
you
in
and
the
give you a
streets.
hug. And,
Yeah.
and you get it on pretty much anything like
yeah.
Deezer and
Exactly. We also we like to plug some of our gigs. If anyone is tuning in and would like to come to one of our gigs,
You definitely should go.
we should. We've got a couple coming up towards Christmas. If you fancy coming along, they're kind of fairly local, I guess. We're playing on the Friday the 6th. We're playing at Studio Bar, and that will be from 11 p.m.
in Penzance.
And yep, in Penzance. And then we are, I'm trying to think of a local one now. On the Saturday the 14th, we will be playing at the Yacht Inn in Penzance, and that will start from 9 o'clock. And we are playing on Saturday the 21st at the Kettle and Wink in St Ives, and that will be from 9:30.
That's a good fun one.
And that's that one is that's going to be really good fun, and that's pretty close to Christmas. And then we got a gig on Friday the 27th at the Farmer's Arms, and that will be at 9 o'clock. And we will also be doing an acoustic gig for that Farmer's one as well, and we'll be hopefully playing a couple of our brand new songs at that gig. And hopefully a couple Christmas songs as well, so make sure you come down to that one. And I think those are all the closest ones to here anyway. All the others are kind of Plymouth area and stuff, so a bit far away.
Well, if you're on Plymouth, check out their Facebook. I'm sure they'll have them listed there as well.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on, guys.
Thanks for
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure
Cheers,
having
man.
you. Are you a musician looking for a music video or to have a concert filmed? Are you a local business in need of an advert? Are you getting married or have an event you'd like captured forever on film? Shirt and Tie Productions are a video production company who take pride in being able to create a video for anything you could possibly need. So please contact us 077 09 086 176 or at dmabrooks@aol.com. That's dmabrooks@aol.com, or via Facebook to discuss your video future. Shirt and Tie Productions, videos of class.